Well, Hellfire, it is Rock the Riff, and we're back with some more Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. No music. Sometimes we get music here in the start, sometimes we don't. If you're digging the channel, please leave a like, subscribe. More stuff is coming. And with that, let's dive on in. So we might be at the very end of the game. This might be the last episode. It might be. It might not be. I'm not sure. It feels like we're getting up near the end of the game because I don't know how many episodes deep I am right
Wouldn't
now.
bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
We have already fought the man.
Hold on, you don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village. And in the cold darkness of the promise devouring my soul. Until you found me.
So I'm 12 videos
Yeah,
in.
you missed a lot.
We might be near the end.
Moore, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
So she's just gonna let the church take over her homeworld?
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this Celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really? She freaks me out.
Because she's smarter than you?
And kinder.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little. Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it. Knowing about the crap those scientists did to you, not only does it make my blood boil, it puts everything into perspective.
come on. It was just a puddle.
I don't know if I could have gotten over something like that.
You saved their lives, man. You deserve a bit of praise.
The rodents saved your lives, and scientists were involved. I have many questions.
Yeah, we'll save them for the next time we all get a drink together, buddy. Yeah, I heard you.
Upgrade anything? I use that a lot.
Ding, ding, done. Now that that's done, can we get a move on, Jelly Legs?
Super Quill Punch. Super Quill Punch is a strong melee finisher that will grant extra health drops when landed successfully. Dash toward an enemy would be upon connecting with the enemy, press X. You receive extra health drops if the attack kills the enemy. That's cool.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need to go full destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies. I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude. It would be my honor to fight beside you with all of my might.
Hell yeah,
That's a lot of
Drax.
might. Groot agrees with you, Muscles.
Sounds like we've got ourselves a nice church butt-kicking party.
I only hope our guest agrees to join this buttocks-striking celebration.
Start the Warlock and the crew work flat in nowhere. So let's find Warlock. Where's Groot at? What is that? Oh. So where's Groot?
think that's where Golden Boy went to?
He's in your cabin if you're looking for him, Peter.
Kind
I
of
know,
looking for
I know.
Groot. But whatever.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it.
I hear him.
Groot! Hey,
There he is.
buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay. Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it. Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check.
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding. You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation. They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet. You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this. Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins.
I want a
I don't even
theremin.
want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you. Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us. I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know. It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat. Awesome. Cool.
I want to know what he says half the time, too.
Hey, Warlock. Open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
Simplistic scriptures, as is its scribe.
Okay. What's your deal, man? What did I do to piss you off?
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
Mantis had good reason to stay behind. We just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
My meager what?
Your meager metal. We stand against an adversary unlike any before, blinded by burning, hope-fueled hate.
Magus, right, your evil twin. That's our adversary.
Before such a blaze, still a stooge may steer, but your wide-eyed wonder is merely wit and moxie. You strut as an insecure cock, uncertain of his stature.
Does that mean what I think it means?
This audacity acts as stilts on sand as the tide thralls you in. Leading must be wrought off the fullness of your yearning yoke. Will it be so?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wise words. Sure and measured. But beheld by my bemused misgivings, your demeanor differs distinctly in direction from my more willful ways.
Maybe we can meet in the middle then.
Yes. An oath. Will you own an oath to operate with greater aggression? To give gravitas to gravid seasons of your soul and struggle not to stand on destiny's icy flows?
Sure, man. Whatever it takes.
Warlock
Then
talks
assert it.
fucking crazy.
I swear I'll be a good leader. That I'll be decisive and that I won't let Manus do whatever she wants.
I stand partially reassured.
That's good enough for me.
That was quick. He said, "Peace out."
So, how is he?
Frustrating. It's like talking to Suzanne Harris at the summer dance all over again.
Ain't that the Hume girl you tried to impress with your yo-yo skills?
Yeah, and it went about as well as talking to Mr. Cape.
What's a yo-yo?
I don't know. I haven't seen a yo-yo. I don't know how long.
Did you reach Cosmo? It may be up to us to stop the church in nowhere. You ready?
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
I didn't think Cosmo would let the church take over a station, but if they got the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine against the army of the converted.
Let's get over there and help him out then. That is a cool trip right there. I was about to say, where the hell is it?
I guess that explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. To thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
Oh yeah.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold.
What the flark? Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Adam Warlock. I'm curious to see how he's going to be in the MCU.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side. So, final showdown against Raker. This time, you'll get him for good.
I intend to. We're not leaving here without Nikki.
I am Groot.
Groot wants you to know he'll do all he can to save your kid.
You know what? I think I kinda understood that.
Just so you know, I'll do everything I can to save your girl. I know it's important to you.
I am Groot.
Same here. Can't wait to whoop some robe flarkers. Your kid sure got herself in a deep, Quill.
Her mom died, man. If Warlock's telling the truth, that thing inside her is using Corell's death to manipulate her.
I get it. Ain't gonna be easy getting her out of there, but I'll die trying. Gotta make the Flarkers pay for what they did to Nowhere. And Contraxia. And all the killing and converting and stuff.
What does this thing got
You
to
take
say?
care of the Milano, okay? Make sure the ship's still here when we come back.
Oh, there's still more? Oh, it's just gonna pet it again. This is a cool looking llama.
Ready, Drax?
I am. My blades are as sharp as the rodent's tongue.
Was that a metaphor?
It was a simile.
Just wanted to make sure you didn't have any lingering effects from the promise.
I know the evil it conceals. Magus and the church must be stopped.
Alright. Dialogue options out of the way.
do
Let's
this.
get
Time
it.
to save Nikki.
Peter?
We got a nice welcome party.
Hey. Cool. Let me handle these guys.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Mega ability unlocked. Wrath of Kata. Rejecting his promise and fully accepting his family's death showed Drax how truly strong he is. He'll now deal moderate damage and heavy stagger to a single enemy. Moderate stagger to all near nearby enemies while in rage. He also deals more stagger while raging.
Look out!
Hang on, I got fucked up there for a second. Oh man. I'm getting beat up. Let's go.
Putting him away first will make things much easier.
Rip him up, Drax!
We must strike the large one with more force!
I'll get the point!
Guard me, Matriarch! Rejoice!
Hang on, I was trying to get my punch on.
I have assuaged the threat! Return to the skirmish!
I'm moving at him, big guy!
He is free of his madness now!
Don't board him! Beat him!
I am trying to destroy!
What is that? That's
This
Rocket.
battle was satisfactory!
That was crazy.
Wackos better pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear, because I'm gonna kill them for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the Cortex and find Nikki. Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used a backup telepath.
If Cosmo is on their side, getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
Just because the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too. Last time we were here, he knocked out me, Gamora, and Drax, and Lady Hunters, like it was nothing. Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Flark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone.
I don't know, Rocket. Like Gamora said, everybody wants something.
The church tailors their offer to the individual.
Seems to me most of them would give in.
Or they'd be killed. Not an easy choice.
They got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the Continuum Cortex.
To siphon Faith from multiple worlds at... Everyone quiet! We got company.
Alright.
Death has come! Consider this payback for all the times you've arrested me! Leave the past in the past!
You're welcome!
Thanks, Gamora! Hey! That one was mine!
That was cool. A little bit of clustered right now, but...
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units.
So he's got the shield of Spartex. Groot still hasn't got his. Rocket's got his. Gamora still hasn't got hers. Drax has his. Let's get the pound and pummel though. So that's everybody, right? Except for Gamora. Shit. Groot.
It says they're tied to the fulfillment.
Priest said that they were bringing...
They can't raise the dead, especially after we saved Nikki.
Okay. So where are we supposed to go?
I had a contact here. Rotations go.
You did? Was it Blurt? No. Something. Hoots, maybe? Whoa. Cat free. He always gave Groot victory.
Oh, cool. Smuggler outfit. Here we go.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Mantlo's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There is no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of wackos just waiting for us on the other side.
Good point. Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
If I can find a way over there. Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, God! Not Mantlo's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Peter, let's go!
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
There has been no sign of Goldie Braun since he leapt from our ship.
I Adam Warlock?
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock carries an old grudge. He would not align himself with the Grand Unifier.
Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless. I'm just an optimist.
You know why we need Warlock to stop Magus' space magic ritual? We don't know space magic!
Yeah, because that ain't a real thing.
Man, I'm not so sure anymore, not after Lamentus. Looks like the church is trying to...
There's treachery ahead.
Okay, we got this.
What's over here?
Whoa. The Emporium used to be right here. Did the church destroy it?
Doubt it. The Collector probably blasted out of here at the first sign of trouble.
Before the first sign, the Collector's supposed to be able to see the future.
Wait, how did he move the whole Emporium?
It was a ship.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these
Full
whack jobs
Flarkman.
are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Eh, the Cortex could...
Maybe Raker's trying to reanimate the Celestial Head. Bring it back to life?
Perhaps he wishes to turn it into a ship.
Bah, this thing's deader than dead. It ain't coming back, and it ain't jumping through no hyperspace.
They say Celestials are powered by hyperspace. Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
Yeah.
Be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life.
Which is pretty ironic, if you think about it.
Alright.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure
Hell
have,
yeah.
Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family?
Yeah. One big happy family.
What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of the light! Via Magnati! The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The movement must not be stopped!
More jerkies dropping in. That's it. Be right with
Gamora! Wait for us!
Peter Quill, I have rescued you.
Drax with the assist! You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
Face us.
You won't ruin her this time!
I will ruin them all. No, it ain't my fault she's acting like that.
What the fuck, Gamora?
She ain't right in the head right now. Must be a doll thing. I don't know.
Where's the other ones at?
That warrior is filled with strength. Stand back. Yeah, well, that makes him a target in my books.
Throw that, Drax!
The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat. Chrome Dome's gotta go before we're overrun.
He said, behold the power of the light, and he struck the shit out of me.
Draco Claw! At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here! What the? Hurt is choosing his team members!
We must eliminate their medicinal conduit!
Where are they at? Oh, there they are.
Cowards! Face us! We've got enough on our hands, Muscles! Ruin who? What's going on right now, Gamora?
What is next, Peter Quill?
Gamora's pissed. Don't get on her bad side.
You good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good. Gamora, wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flagged up church?
Of course not, just
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends?
Some heartstrings getting plucked right here.
Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
Goofy. Fucking goofball.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like, I'll give you like.
You did.
Can we
Says
just
you loved us
move
right after
on?
the part about killing your sister.
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
Drax.
We accept you, Gamora Zenoburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
Mm-hmm. One
All
big
right,
happy
I'm pretty sure
family.
We've all caught our breath. Let's say we go stop a nutjob cult leader.
Yes.
So her mega ability unlocked. Executioner, having revealed the truth about Nebula, found a family who accepts her for all that she is. Gamora no longer holds back. The deadliest woman in the galaxy now deals Super heavy damage by hitting a single target with multiple strikes. Okay, so let's do this. Oh shit, look at that big ass dude.
Just gonna get harder from here.
Harder for them to stop us.
Of course, I missed that attack.
Save your nice words for later, Quill.
What would I do without you, Rocket?
Give me that help.
No, I wasn't being insensitive. Put him up, Gamora.
You don't stand a chance. So we can
I got it.
forget what I just said, right?
Whack.
Now you love us? No way! I'll treasure that moment.
Well, it's not
Is it me or we barely dented this thing?
Hit a rocket and turn into a transformer.
Richter doesn't know what he's in for.
Can't wait to blast the gold off his nose.
Took off an arm.
Oh, that felt as bad as it looked. When we find Raker,
What
I
the
get
hell?
first.
What the hell hit me? Oh shit.
We've got to apply more pressure.
Next time, you're on ready. They are coming at us from everywhere. We're gonna stop them every time. Big one's wide open. Shoot the girl. We shall make this fall permanent.
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain.
Big's built up. We need to really pile it on.
How do they have this many goons?
With access to the Cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We gotta
Yeah.
shut it down.
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way.
That ain't even it.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
Cool deal.
We should be prepared in case the Grand Unifier arrives.
I'm more than ready.
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmo spotlight would shine down on me.
That's it, Peter. Let's go. We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
Alright, alright. I'm coming.
So, Gamora,
All right, dead ahead. Let's book it.
How is that?
Oh shit.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Where the hell's Adam Warlock?
The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
There he is.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Why did he shoot him in the ass?
I thought I was a goner, man! Making short work of these carcass creeps!
That one's gonna hit way harder!
Boost me next!
Peter Quill has fallen! Yeah, I fell. I died. I died. I meant to do the spin attack that Peter does because they were surrounding us. But I accidentally pressed the wrong one.
So many lousy angles to cover!
Keep shooting! I'll get closer!
There we go. That one. What I meant to do.
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across!
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump.
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up?
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Let's sever his ties that bind!
I knew you had my back!
Feel this?
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here!
On the left!
Snipers! Fast cowards!
We need to close this distance!
Keep the breathing room, Groot!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge! It's up! Just follow my lead! Send it their way, Drax! Well, I guess
What the hell is
Goldie
it?
survived that jump!
The Warlock is more valiant than I believe! How many times have I saved your butt now?
Chucked his ass, but I got hit. Oh, me. That was funny. Whew, threw his ass off the arena. Oh. Yeah. Come on, move.
So many lousy angles to cover! I will flank them! We approach the dog's tower!
We still have to fight our way through!
Sick of Drax!
Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them! Chrome Dome's gotta go before we're overrun!
On the left!
Larkin snipers! Fast cowards!
We need to close this distance!
Well, you're a big target, that's why!
Brutify him, Groot!
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here! But what now?
Ah, shit.
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
The Warlock is more valiant than I believe!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
And stay down, you Larkin Novacore dork! My great strength goes underutilized!
I have to go that way.
This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge! It's a... Just follow my lead!
Look! Golden Boy and Uni-Flarker are still at it!
Sitting ducks!
You are wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here.
On this we are agreed!
And where do we go?
I got all these toys I'm just dying to use!
Any ideas?
I have seen a sign!
Being shot at ain't enough of a sign!
Gamora! The billboard!
Good call.
You find more snipers over there, you save me one!
No promises. Make sure you don't fall off.
I got jet boots, remember?
Harassers will take care of all battles here!
Oh man! Back on Earth, there was this great song!
These renegades are relentless! His insanity has been silenced!
That's right, big guy! Show who's boss! Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that!
The war saved us from a certain death!
I ain't scared of Raker and his little white show! Been too long since I blew something up!
Any last words?
I know a core nerd!
Quill's killing loopy cops now! Music to my ears! You're fucking lucky you got that jetpack! I swear!
Ground this traitor that I may bash his skull!
I should get the guy to sit still.
You got it!
It'll be a slice.
Well done! He shall fly no more!
Let loose, Rocket!
Blow him up. That's just so over the top. They're all just hammering on this dude.
Come on, put him down!
Ah, shit.
We don't need Golden Boy's help!
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, I killed him.
All right.
Now it's Nova too close!
Harassers will tell tale of our battles here!
The what now?
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Too bad they busted out the bridge.
Take heed! These renegades are relentless!
Beating him up.
Preying on the weak.
Ah, I got messed that one.
Make sure you don't fall off.
I got
How many
jet
are
boots,
there?
remember?
Nowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the... whatever they called it!
The full Flarkman.
That was not the name!
I like it better.
I'll just walk right into that one!
The
Yeah.
trick is to defeat them before they defeat you!
Need help.
Stay away from the edges.
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across.
Hey, we got some stuff over here.
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
At least the rooftops will provide some cover!
Next time, you're on your own.
Oh! Thanks,
ready? We approach the dog's tower! Hold on, Nikki! We're coming!
Give me that health.
This has got my name on it!
Hell yeah.
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Groot?
Wow, at least be polite about it. We need to be on the other side of this thing.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look, they're still at it.
At least our guy seems to be winning.
I guess.
Warlock better not kill Raker before I get to him.
I am eager to pull that sorcerer's insides to the outside.
I don't need another round. Warlock can squeeze the life out of that freak for all I care.
Anyone see a way across?
I am Groot.
Yeah, we can't do nothing with that sign in the way, Quill.
Perhaps we should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't no way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. Better off fighting our way there.
Indeed. I would much rather face them with my blades.
Here we go.
Boom, baby!
Sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream.
Yeah.
Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn. And the brainwashing cult. Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me.
This carnage brings back troubling memories of worlds I destroyed.
Always wondered, what did you use to do that? Some kind of mega bombs?
Rocket?
Blades. My own hands. And feet. Knees, elbows.
We're so close.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
Whoa! Glad that wasn't rocket.
You are a valued member of this team. Not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual.
One big happy
And what's
family.
really gonna happen if we can't stop it?
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
We don't have to worry about that because we will stop it. More specifically, I'm gonna make Raker eat my element guns.
Perhaps shooting him would yield better results.
And then we're gonna bring my daughter home and that's
That's what worries you.
one problem at a time.
How dumb are these flartnards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Oh yeah. Hungry is an understatement.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
Hell yeah.
Being exposed to the promise. No! Get away from my dog! This is an historic battle! The last stand of nowhere!
Something tells me we got more scraps ahead.
Broke another cultist!
Stop that weirdos deserve it!
My knuckles failed to crack his metallic carapace! I have a
Bring a crack at hurting this thing!
Return to the skirmish!
Big problems call for the big solution. Thanks, Drax.
Why does the dog not mind Master?
Just buy him some time to recover some breathing room, Drew. Chop him up!
Guys, what do we do about this big bot?
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
Keep kicking his railing track. I'm coming through.
Nowhere Security's in big trouble after this.
If there's any of them left.
Save your nice words for later, Quill.
What would I do without you, Rocket? Is it me or we barely
What the hell? I got hit one time? Oh, me. I mean, we're right here at the end.
Get away from my dog!
Look out!
Of course,
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
The booth is scrambled.
Why does the dog not find Master?
Something's wrong with him!
Locked out weirdos deserve it. I wasn't expecting it.
Tie him down!
So much better remember us saving his tail here.
And the rest of him!
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
Things feel tough. We need to really pile it on.
Having fun preying on the weak? Don't make this a habit!
Next round's on me!
Hang in there, bud. Quill, do something.
These deluded souls do not know when to quit! I will end you!
Need some health is what I need.
Big trouble after this.
If there's any of them left!
You owe me one, Quill.
I thought I was a goner, man! Rush him, Drax!
Ain't nothing getting through.
Gamora, slice him up! Cosmo, talk to us here!
I don't think he hears you!
You slice and dice! Get him, Groot!
On it!
Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
You're a big guy! Die! Branch out, Groot! We gotta keep him off Cosmo!
They will not touch him!
Rocket! Fireworks!
That's one big bad scut robot.
Why does the dog not find Master?
I don't think he's in there no more.
Time to shred him!
Nowhere Security's in big trouble after this.
Pile your complaints later!
Call a huddle.
Guys, huddle up!
I know! It's like they want me to keep blowing them up. And I gotta admit, every time they go splat, it paints an awfully nice picture. There's no way we lose today, Quill.
So what if these scuts are tough?
Tough.
I'm saying we're no slouches either. We've got plenty of scratches on our holsters to prove it, so come on. Who's with me?
Way to read the team leader.
I've lost both the last two that I've done.
This This is an historic battle! The last stand of nowhere!
They'll be building us statues for this!
Oh,
I am trying to destroy!
Guys! He's reeling! Pile on the page!
So we got the one.
You don't have to ask me twice! Oh, Muscle has in trouble!
Where's he at?
Cosmo, you've got to snap out of it!
Need your help here, buddy! Punch their lights out! Have it, Paul, bro!
Eat this! Ouch! That's gotta hurt!
Time for the
I
big
think
guy!
Rocket's my favorite of those. Look at that. That's just cool.
That's right! You don't fart with nowhere, scuffle! Nowhere security's in big trouble after that!
There's any of them left!
Hell yeah. Oh, Cosmo.
What the flark are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this fleabag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
Cosmo is OP.
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, and just shoot the nuts!
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Duma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Catarian not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits send Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost, but yet.
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
Family would never turn back on Cosmo.
What about your puppies, Cosmo? They're your family.
Cosmo young or
They're here, man. And they're counting on you. For love, for protection. protection?
But humans call for Cosmo to heal. Must be loyal.
Those pups actually need you. Be loyal to them. Don't abandon them in space the way you were.
Cosmo would never.
But you have. They're somewhere here on Nowhere, maybe needing your help right now.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Piotr Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fetch your lies.
That's it, buddy. You tell them.
Nowhere is Cosmo home being. His pups, his family. Will protect at all costs.
Hell yeah.
Sick 'em, boy.
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex.
All
Think
right.
he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
So, I was hoping we would end this, but we're already an hour 6 minutes in, and I don't know. I just don't know how much further we got to go. Watch it end up being like 30 minutes, but I am on a schedule today, so if you're enjoying what you see, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, let me know pros, cons, other games, anything. And with that, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.